Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, something happened today that I didn't think was going to happen. The Dow Jones Industrial Average actually gained for the fifth straight day in a row. It's been just an unbelievable run. The Dow ended up closing up 64 points today. It was actually higher earlier on in the day, but so it pulled back a little bit. It didn't pull back too much. It is at all-time record highs, never been higher before in the history of the stock market, and it did close above that critical point, 18,000. So this is, this is amazing. You can look at this 5-day run. It's been unbelievable. So, did we make a lot of money today? Unfortunately, we didn't make a lot of money, and this is kind of a problem for us when I've said it before, when the Dow's making new highs, we usually don't do very well, and I'm really not, at this point, I don't think we're going to make much money until this thing breaks out of this and comes back down, and we will make it on the upswing. But what I'm worried about, what if it breaks down tomorrow? I think tomorrow's a short day for Christmas Eve. And I just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And we are holding 11 positions, only 4 are positive, 7 are negative, and we're holding negative $4,500. So, if this breaks down tomorrow, that could cost us quite a bit of money. By the way, we did do fairly well with what we closed out. We closed out about $3,000 in what we had positive for today. But the problem is we're still seeing the pattern that we always have, seems, when the market is up there making new highs. We see the strongest prices in the morning, and then they fade during the day. And of course, now we're getting out of things, taking our profits earlier in the day, and that's why we're showing positive $3,000. But this new stuff that we got in today, 11 positions, all of that kind of went against us. We got in earlier in the day, and then it just went negative as the day went on. Nothing huge that's against us, but the cumulative effect of 11 stocks doing that did not add up very well for us. Nevertheless, I can't say this is a bad day after all. We made 3,000, closed out. We're carrying negative 4,500 going into tomorrow. We can live with that. But if this thing crashes tomorrow, these 11 positions could be problematic. Anyway, I'll show you a few. I'll show you the charts that are kind of interesting. This first one is an Ambarella, and this was our best trade today that we did close out. We had gotten into this yesterday, and we got a nice little pop-up here, and we got out here 45 minutes into the day, and we took over $3,000 out of Ambarella. That looks real nice, and we are getting a little bit better than if we had hung on to this later and got out probably about here under the old system. I'll show you a couple other examples of that. That's kind of interesting. This is IMMR, Immersion Corporation, and we had gotten in on this pop-up here, bought the high tick of the day. Looked like an absolutely terrible trade, and it closed against us, and then this morning it pops up again, but now we're doing our early exits, and we got out of that and we broke even. So we made $0 on this trade, but look what would happen if we had been holding that all day, toward the end of the day. We would have had a big loss in that. As it is, we broke even on that. So the new parameters did very well for us on that. And I'll just show you one more here. This is tri-quint semiconductors, and again, we haven't made I think we made $195 on this, but the thing to look at is we bought this in the middle of the day yesterday. It pops up, we get out early, again 45 minutes into the day, and then it just sinks. And this would have been another large loss for us had we not gotten out early. So the pattern of getting out earlier works very well when the Dow is way up there in the sky making those new highs. That's a good pattern. You know, what we're going to have to see is how does the service serve us when the Dow comes way back down again, and then we get one of those turnaround days. Is it still going to work? I think it will, but you know, keep in mind, no mechanical system is always going to work perfectly. You got to make a decision and stick with it, and sometimes it'll hit the nail right on the head. Other times it can be a little frustrating. Anyway, that's the way it went. Tomorrow is a short day. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.